Hello, you beautiful people. Another beautiful day. Yeah. And you still know it's a Star Wars and Star Trek thing. Hoping your five senses work. Y'all doing good out there in the world. Today is a Thursday. But you know the game don't stop. We keep it moving. We talking xCloud around here. For all you X-nerd, X-geeks, X-freaks. Xbox Nation, Xbox Squad, what's up with it? Look, so xCloud Gaming now runs on Series X hardware. Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, the Xbox TV is coming too, so don't forget that. Anyway, it says here Microsoft Xbox Cloud Gaming Service is now fully powered by Xbox Series X hardware. The company told The Verge it recently completed the upgraded, allowing for higher frame rates and lower load times. However, it is yet to fully utilize the hardware to produce 4K streaming, which means players will have to settle with 1080p 60 frames a second streams for now. Microsoft is going to step their game up in that area, but we ain't worried about it. Anyway, it says here Microsoft recently expanded Xbox Cloud Gaming to Australia, Brazil, Mexico, and is now available in over 26 countries. See, Xbox Nation is everywhere. Anyway, Microsoft is also working to bring the service into the living room through dedicated smart TV apps, which allow players to stream games without a console. Yeah, Xbox TV is in full effect, people. Get ready. It also reportedly working on its own streaming device that can plug into your TV or monitor via a USB device or HDMI. How you want it. Anyway, Xbox Cloud Gaming Library is a part of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscription, which recently added Scarlet Nexus to the list. And we got 27 comments here. Let's see what people are talking about here. What are we talking about? Okay, first comment. Person said, getting Xbox streaming sticks out in the world is probably an absolute game changer. You can bring it to your friend's place and just instantly have everything. If it's affordable, you can have one each for various TV in your house, and if you're traveling, it's easy to carry around and plug into a hotel or whatever. And a TV app, come on, that's amazing. Anyway, next, and then he has 4 replies. They all said one person said the insane thing is that Sony had all that in place for PS Now and squandered it. The Vita TV was their plug and play stream box, and they rolled out a new defunct app for TV. And then another person says, what he says here, and their BD player. And then another person say, I never thought about a streaming stick. That would indeed be amazing if I could just pop my stick in my mate's telly. Anyway, I get the point, and have access to my library of games. A game changer indeed. Microsoft are definitely leading the way here. Then another person says here, he says, it's the product that will make me jump in. I have no desire for yet another console in the living room. A little stick, however. Anyway, I noticed this straight away when playing Yakuza Like a Dragon. Load times were instant. Okay. Next person says, everyone keeps saying that cloud is the inevitable future of video games, but having tried so many services from OnLive to xCloud to PS Now, to GeForce Now, I have to say I am still nowhere near convinced that I don't need a console under my TV. So people have different opinions. Anyway, next person. He got four responses. Next person says here, I just wish we could stream Game Pass games on actual Xbox Series X/S. Would be a great way to determine if a game grips me enough to want to download it for the lower latency fidelity. And another person here, he says, everybody's responding. He says, this was rolled out to people in the alpha/beta programs a few days ago, so it's probably not far off. People say coming. Next person say holiday 2021. That feature is being tested now. It's a great feature too. Another person says, yeah, I did love to be able to do that on my Xbox, on my One X too. I only need 10-15 minutes or so to see if a game clicks with me before committing to a sometimes hefty and occasional slow on my connection download. Actually, I vaguely recall this being planned for some time this year, so I read about it on here. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. So people got their own opinion. People are just giving their opinions. So another person say, you're correct. Microsoft have a Christmas present for you. Next person. He says here, that's a great idea. I don't want to stream an entire game because I don't want to have to deal with all the potential stream issues, but being able to stream is just to try it would be so useful. If Microsoft are worried about all their Game Pass subscribers becoming a strain on their xCloud, they could just offer a timed 1-hour demo window per game. I wouldn't even mind if it didn't save your progress. Okay, next person. He says here, it's available now in Insider Preview. I found it useful for trying out games in Game Pass so I don't have to download it to try. Yeah, so people are just giving their feedbacks here. Next person says here, games were running on Series X hardware before PC launched this summer, though. Next person, gradually roll out, possibly on a per game basis. After all, if a game doesn't benefit in Series X, why make it a priority? Next person, Blarb, it works and was a noticeable upgrade already in June. And then next person says, yeah, they announced they did upgrade their servers to utilize Series X hardware back in June, and this was confirmed by testing Stream back then. Another person replied, he says, how does something like xCloud or Stadia work in terms of available hardware? As in, do they need a console for each potential user, or are they using specialized hardware that can handle more than one session at once? I also wonder how many simultaneous users they can handle. There are at least 50 million GPU subscribers out there, but of course they will never start playing all together. And he got, let's see, 3 replies. He said, another person said, I did love to know if Xbox have plans to use their cloud tech to introduce a share play style feature one day, or if it's total off the cards due to dev unhappiness. Maybe it has a sale impact. I have asked Xbox a few times on Twitter, but never managed to get response. It would be invaluable to me as someone who play games with someone in their late 70s, i.e. my dad, who can't figure out games on his own anymore. The streaming tech is clearly there and working. Then another person says, for got like 27 comments here, but I'm almost done. It says here, he says here, Xbox once had a weird version of that feature where you could share controllers when streaming your games over Mixer. Remember that? But you couldn't choose which viewer gets controlled. That said, what you want to do should technically possible right now. You can remote control a console over the internet via Xbox, smartphone, or PC, and as far as I know, it should work seamlessly, meaning you drop in, take control, and drop out. One thing that isn't possible, I think, is just watching the remote stream. Yeah, so streaming is a way, people. Based on these comments, another person says, this feature was practically useless due to lag, input lags, and video lags. Another person says, unless all of these streaming service, having played Stadia, Now and xCloud on a wired 100 megabyte connection, can get rid of input lag even on the fastest internet connection, then they won't be an option to replace hardware. Is there a market for streaming games anywhere? Quite possibly to test a game as a quick demo to see if you like it, but streaming games won't be dominating Warzone, Fortnite. I shudder when I say those two dirty words. Halo, Forza, GT, or any online shooter, racing sim anytime soon. Anyway, next person. He says, with Microsoft pushing for people being able to access in so many places, I really wish they did sort out the family side of as at the moment you have to set a console as your home console so that others can also use its account. Sorry about that. But my Series X is my home console, and the old Xbox One is for the kids. I wish it weren't home console specific. People sharing their concerns. Then he has three response. Says here, it says, if you want to share your games with a different account, you just need to set the shared console as the home one, and then you can access your games by logging in to your account on your Series X as well. And another person said, I think sharing works if you're logged into any console that connected to the internet. I have two Xbox consoles in two children's bedroom, as well as mine in the lounge. One of the kids, one is home, one but on the other hand, on the other console, provided my account is also logged in. My eldest can use her account to play my own and Game Pass games. I am not sure if simultaneous access is restricted, since we're not often using all three console at the same time. The change to enable this was when they made it so you don't automatically log out of an Xbox if you log into another one. So Xbox got some issues they need to fix. Okay, next one. Next person says, he says, it's the same with PS4 and PS4 Pro. I have the base PS4 set as primary, so my kids can use my PS Plus account, and games on there I can play anything with my account on PS4 Pro. However, now I have a PS5 it's the primary PS5 while the base PS4 is still the primary PS4. Thus now we can play on 3 consoles with 1 account at the same time. A little loophole may be, although it was like that with PS3 and PS4 as well, just useful with cross-gen games. Yeah, they should have been, I mean, look, I got a 360 and an Xbox One, and I can turn on both of them at the same time. So, yeah, Microsoft really needs to fix that area. Anyway, set the Xbox One as home console should solve it. Anyway, next comment. This person said, they may be using X hardware, but the games themselves run at Series S setting. Try running Doom Eternal with ray tracing and you'll see the option grayed out. Or No Man's Sky, which tells you it's running on Series hardware. And let's see, they got 3 replies here. This stuff is just going and going. Whoa. We got three replies? Okay. And 3 more comments. Here we go. Last 3. He said, you mean like it states in third paragraph. Not really. Does an X have to be running Doom Eternal at 4K to get ray tracing, or can it run it at 1080p with ray tracing? And then last comment here says, maybe it depends on the game. I have tried Myst, and the 60 frame per second mode runs a lot smoother than on my Series S. Could also be that it indeed running in Series S mode, since the stream is limited to 1080p. It's hard to say, and the extra power is taking care of any frame rate issues. I tried a few more games and see what happens. And then he has last comment. He says, also try No Man's Sky, Call of the Sea, and Otherworld. This is definitely Series S mode. Maybe they did it because each Series X blade can handle more than one S instance, or maybe because they wanted to save power, since right now streaming is limited to 1080p anyway. On the plus side, some of those games that had had performance issues on my S are running much better, since it's much more powerful hardware. So that's the end of the article. So people just giving their thoughts and their inputs and even questions, about this cloud gaming, and these comments, they give you tips on how to run. Like if you got three Xbox Ones in your house, if you got like 3 Xbox Series X in your house, how to run all 3 consoles at the same time. So this is just 27 comments, and people were just sharing their thoughts and their inputs on the Xbox cloud gaming. Some people are happy with it, some people have questions, but some people have ideas about what they think Microsoft should add. What features Microsoft should add to streaming. So you learn a lot within these comments, about the Xbox, about Xbox. And also in the article, it's talking about cloud gaming coming to the Series X, but it also talks about Xbox cloud gaming coming to your TVs, to your TVs, and then coming to us USB, like a USB stick, so, and going from there. And Microsoft is just keeping the industry moving, moving right along, and they're just doing their thing and keeping the industry growing and moving. So cloud gaming is the cloud gaming right now is for real. It's not fake anymore. cloud gaming is real, and you can do it now in Microsoft, and now it's good. That's the way gaming is now, So people even had opinions about, making an adjustment going from. Of course, people can still game on their console, but Microsoft is giving people choices, in gaming, So that's what it comes down to now. Choices in gaming on your tablet, gaming on your phone, gaming on your laptop, gaming on your desktop, gaming on the Xbox console with the TV, or gaming without the console, just the TV and your controller. So Microsoft is just trying to get Xbox into as many hands as they can, and they're on the right path. They talked about how xCloud is available in Brazil, Mexico, and Australia, and 26 different countries. So the Xbox fan base is growing. The Xbox fan base is growing, and that's the way it is now with Xbox. They're just growing and just improving video games. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this video for y'all to enjoy. But nice talking to you people again. Chris, still a Star Wars and Star Trek thing, or Dark Side. I'm gone. Peace.